Hi, everybody. I'm DJ Foster. Welcome to this GLIAC basketball preview. I'm joined by Grand Valley State head men's basketball coach Ric Wesley as we preview the 2015-16 season. Well, Coach, another year for your team. You come back with a lot of returners from last season. You lost Ryan Saban, a 1,200-point score, but you bring back a lot of guys, most notably Ricky Carbajal and Luke Ryskamp, who provide some scoring punch at the forward and guard spots, respectively. Talk about those guys kind of first and foremost.
Yeah, pretty good mix of old with new. Certainly, Ricky's been here, fourth-year player for us. Had a good, solid year last year. Tough matchup for big guys. Very active player. Can score inside, can score outside. Luke Ryskamp going into his junior year really had a tremendous, particularly second half of his sophomore year down the stretch. He probably played as well as anybody in our program. Great scorer, tough in the open floor, can hit the three. So those guys certainly are our most experienced players coming back. We're fortunate now to get back Erinn Hayes and Chaz Rollins, who are also seniors who have fought the injury bug a little bit. Chaz missed the entire season last year with a foot injury. He's back and bigger, stronger than he was before. Erinn Hayes, who last year in his first year of playing showed real moments of really good play, but just couldn't get on the floor enough. So he's back, and he seems to be ready to go. And then Darren Caputo, who's been a huge part of our program, last year was kind of on his own at times in the backcourt. Probably had to play too many minutes with AJ being out, and was fighting a shoulder problem last year as well. So he's had surgery. He's back. He looks better than he ever has. So, those are the veteran guys that have been in the program, know what it takes to compete at this level, and we look to them to lead our team.
And even some other important reserves, Trevin Alexander, Miles Miller, Sam McClendon. You talk about how important that depth will be this year. And you bring in, obviously we haven't mentioned them yet, but a big recruiting class too, a good, strong recruiting class.
Well, no question, depth is huge, not only just from the standpoint of within a game, foul trouble, fatigue, so on and so forth, but as we've seen, the injury bug can jump up and get you at any moment. So, Trevin has been a guy who's been a huge part of our program, has started off and on, has been our first big guy off the bench. Again, an inside-outside veteran player. Miles Miller, Sam McClendon, and Drake Barr all had moments last year where they contributed. They all look better. All are better off for having gotten that experience last year. So we're hoping that they can take another step in their maturation. And then, as you mentioned, we have 6 new players, all of which, have gotten off to a good start. And we hope, some of those or many of those will make a significant contribution the first year.
This is your 12th year here. Obviously, defense is kind of a cornerstone of your program. Do you expect that to be a strength this year? And kind of what else do you see that you're looking forward to?
Well, you have to be good defensively if you're going to have a chance. So that's a given. We've been just last year in particular. We weren't very good. We weren't able to impose our will. We weren't able to get stops on a consistent basis, and that in turn puts a huge amount of pressure on your offense. So we've probably spent more time on defense than we have on offense up until this point. With the shorter shot clock, I'm not sure how that's going to impact, but hopefully it's only 5 seconds or 5 seconds less. You have to bend your knees and give effort. So maybe that will help us in some respects. But the ability to finish off a possession with good, solid defense is going to be huge. We're going to have late shot clock situations, probably more because of the rule change, and it's something we've talked about and emphasized.
Talk a little bit about your schedule. You have 2 very interesting exhibition games, Cincinnati and Iowa State, to start the year, and then kind of in a scheduling quirk, maybe you have 7 straight home games to start the year where you always play pretty well.
Yeah, Cincinnati and Iowa State, both 2 teams that probably would do quite well in the GLIAC, I would imagine. So it's going to be a big challenge. We've got good friends at both places, and those opportunities came to us. And, I felt like it's a no-lose situation. It's great to play in those venues against great coaches and great players. But we'll certainly be tested right off the bat. And so hopefully we can go and make a good, decent, respectable showing in those games. And then we come right back with a GLIAC GLVC challenge with Quincy and UMSL. Man, that's a heck of a way to start the season, as we found out last year. So, and then, like I say, we've got a series of home games right after that. So we're hoping we get off to a good start. The way the Division II postseason is determined, your resume, you start building it from day one. The games in in November and December are just as important as games in late February. So hopefully we're healthy, hopefully we're ready to go, and hopefully we can take advantage of the schedule being a little bit in our favor.
Last thing before I let you go, you've been around the league a long time, obviously. Who do you kind of see as some of the front runners this year? What do you see from throughout the league?
Man, I tell you what, I try not to spend too much time thinking about our opponents because we have so much on our plate just getting our own team ready. And then as I think about our opponents, it makes me nervous because I don't see anyone that I feel like is obviously not going to have a quality team. The balance in the GLIAC is every year seems to be getting better and better. The difference between the very best teams and the maybe the team that finishes in the last place is not that great. I mean, each and every night teams are able to rise up and have good performances. So I don't think I even want to say because I think Saginaw Valley obviously I think has everybody back. To me they would be an obvious pick to be one of the top teams. Mm-hmm. But you go right through the ranks. Everybody's going to have a good team out there on the floor every night.
Grand Valley State head coach Ric Wesley entering his 12th season for the Lakers in the 2015-16 year. Rick, thanks for your time. Best of luck this season.
All right, thank you.